We're here at the Iowa Tap Room in Des Moines, Iowa, ahead of the caucuses. And I'm joined by a Trump supporter, DeSantis supporter, and Haley supporter, here to talk about why they're supporting the candidate they've chosen and what, along the past several months of campaigning, helped clarify that choice. So just to start off, can you tell me where you're from and who you're supporting?
My name is Tom Donnelly, and I am from Des Moines, Iowa, and I am supporting President Trump.
I'm Nicole Cleveland. I'm from Sergeant Bluff, Iowa, just out of Sioux City, and I'm supporting Governor DeSantis.
I'm Liz Lee, and I'm from Urbandale, Iowa, and I'm supporting Nikki Haley.
So you're supporting Trump. Yeah. We're 8 years into this process, sort of with Donald Trump campaigning, becoming president, losing, now campaigning again. So think back to the very beginning of 2016. How are you feeling about Trump at the time then, and do you feel any different now?
I wasn't for Donald Trump. I didn't like him when he first ran, but it was eventually against Hillary, so I voted for Trump. I thought Trump was a nut job, but I thought he did a very good job as president. He wasn't Hillary, so I was voting against her. I think since the day he came down the escalator, he's been under immense pressure. I'm shocked at how he's held up and fought through it, especially now with all that's going on with the trials and everything.
When did things clarify for you? Because you've had a bunch of different options over the past several months, and God knows there's been a lot of people out in Iowa on the trail stumping.
I kind of came to my decision relatively early. I was between two candidates, and I made a decision early when he announced because I like what he's done in Florida. I like that he's young. I like that he has military experience. I reiterate that because it is important.
You said you were between two people. Who was the other one?
Nikki Haley.
All right. Okay. So Nikki Haley's supporter. How did things get clarified for you?
I wasn't with her early on at the very beginning, but when she was in Iowa, actually this summer, I started kind of getting more interested in following her. She's smart. She's strong. I think she's got great background as governor of South Carolina and UN ambassador.
Roe v. Wade was overturned. It's made the issue a very live issue in American politics. How do you think about the issue of abortion heading into 2024 and where you want your candidate to stand on that issue?
I am a pro-life, but I also am a human. When you look at women who are in a certain situation, I don't feel like a 6-week ban is good. I think as Governor Haley, former Governor Haley, has come out and said, I think 15 weeks is plenty.
I was born with a genetic disorder called Turner syndrome, and a lot of demographics, they don't know until they do the amniocentesis whether you're going to live to full term. Only 1% do. So for me, if that would have been done when I was born, or before I was born, my parents would probably have been told they would never have done it, but they would have been questioned whether they should have gone full term or not. And I think protecting the right to life and protecting that child isn't so important because here I am 8 years later, where because of a pro-life parents, that's why I'm here.
What do you think will be different about a second Trump term?
I think he was right the first time, and I think people will come around to that. I think it will be difficult for the Senate and Congress. And yeah, you have these political factions, and we've never been more divided, but that's going to be the case with anybody. I don't think anything's going to move with a moderate.
If Donald Trump is the nominee in 2024, regardless of supporting Haley or DeSantis in this moment, do you think you'll get around to supporting him?
I would have to do a lot of soul searching, to be totally honest.
I do not think I could vote for him, even maybe after a lot of soul searching. For me, it's just, I just can't support him.
Why do you think that Haley will be different than, say, DeSantis or Trump?
Because I think she can go in and clean house and fix things that need to be fixed, like our debt that's $7-8 trillion right now. I think she can go in and she has solutions for that. She has already said she accomplished this and this and this in South Carolina. And I think she could do that again in the White House. She's willing to work with both sides, which I don't think Trump was willing to work with both sides.
You know, a lot of Trump's legal trouble stems from his reaction to losing the 2020 election. I'll just say for my part, there's absolutely no evidence that there was fraud that would have changed the outcome of the 2020 election. Donald Trump pursued those cases in court. He was heard. No courts, even with justices that he appointed himself, said that there was legitimacy there. Do you question the results of the 2020 election?
I do not. I think there were some certain things that went on in a few states that were maybe questionable, but I do not question the outcome of the election.
You know what I'm going to say.
Well, say it.
I think it was absolutely stolen. There's no way a guy who worked in his basement during the COVID and during the election who had no following had 81 million votes.
Say if Trump wins versus Biden, if that is the rematch, or if one of the candidates that they're supporting ultimately ends up winning the nomination. For you and the people in your family or your community, how do you feel it impacting you?
First off, if Trump is not the Republican nominee, I will vote for either one of these candidates. I think they're very good candidates. Yeah, I get angry if if my candidate doesn't win, and I watch the news and I watch what's going on, and it breaks my heart. I have 3 kids, a wife and 3 kids, and I worry for the future. I do think change is required. I do think it's going to take a monumental force. I don't think compromise is the answer. Everybody says we want to bring the country together. Frankly, I'm not interested in being on the far left. I'm not interested in going that direction. That's just me, personal.
Do you think it's fair that Iowa gets to go first and have such a big say?
And I think we're more diverse than people give us credit for. We have a strong industrial on the eastern side of the state. We have we're agricultural state. We are a strong educational state, medical state as well. I mean, we have one of the best medical universities in the country with the University of Iowa. So we take those decisions very seriously, but we also have something to offer.
We are right in the heartland, the middle of America. We do have diversity. A lot of people, oh, Iowa, you're just a bunch of farmers. But as Nicole pointed out, we have all sides and all types of people here. I think we're a great first choice.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.